It worked now. Oh my gosh, that took me forever. Hello, everyone. We are live for the Indiana Fever game versus the Brazilian national team in Iowa. Okay. You guys let me know what is going on with my computer. Let me know if you can see me and hear me, okay? Because I was just sitting here for 10 minutes and it wouldn't go live. So, hi, everyone. Okay, we're in here. Let's go. I just got back. I can see you guys also. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. I just got back from Indiana this morning and chugged a bunch of coffee. I just filmed my recap reaction video from the game yesterday where I did sit courtside for that game. And I give you guys my full breakdown, things that I noticed, players that stood out to me, all that good stuff, clear up some narratives that I'm seeing on X because the internet is already running wild with things. Like, it's actually insane. Some of these fans are just actually crazy. And I come from a world that is video games and men's sports, which I thought was like the most toxic fan base in the world. Like, I've heard everything. WNBA fans are they're creeping their way up. They're creeping their way up to video game and men's sports status. So none of it really phases me. It's just wild, some of the things that I'm seeing online. So I think we are literally 1 minute away from game time. As you guys saw yesterday, I was not able to see Caitlin Clark play in person. So I still have yet to see her play in person. But I thought it was kind of cool because I feel like I got a unique experience in the fact that I got to see the entire Indiana Fever team play and how different they are with, like, we'll get to see today how different they are with her on the court. And yesterday I saw them without her on the court. Also got to see like who seems to be the backup point guard for Indiana. And I think that's going to be Sophie Cunningham because even when Sydney Colson, and that's what a lot of people were speculating it was going to be Sydney, even when she was on the floor, if Sophie was on the floor, Sophie was the one taking the ball up the court. There was even times DeWanna Bonner was taking the ball up the court. Lexi would take the ball up the court. But one thing that really stood out to me is when Sid and Sophie were on the floor. Like, really, if anyone's on the floor and Sophie's on the floor, she's the one who's playing point guard. So I feel like that is going to be the one. But obviously, when Caitlin and Sophie are on the court together, then Caitlin will run the one. But we will just have to see. So thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I saw Rachel in a crowd pan yesterday. Yeah, somebody even tagged me in that on Instagram. It was funny because I don't know what was happening, but my mom and I like both looked to the side so quickly. I think it was like a fight or something chippy or something. But yeah, there is some footage of me that was on the live stream or on NBA TV, wherever it was. I think it was broadcast on NBA TV and the WNBA app. But yeah, we were definitely there. Saw some footage of that, which is fun. Watching from New Zealand. What's up, Arthur? I have heard New Zealand is incredible. Dre is good friends with Steven Adams, and I know he goes back every summer, and Dre has gone with him a couple times to New Zealand, but I've heard it's beautiful, so hopefully I get there one day. All right, guys, hold on one second. I mean, I'm here, but I'm going to tweet that I'm live also so that more of our lovely friends can join us. But I'm really excited for this. I plan on going live a lot more this season and doing these kind of watch-alongs. But I also need to figure out, so I did it last season where I had the software where I could put up the box score while we're watching together, but my computer was lagging so bad. So I don't know if it's a laptop problem, if I need to get a desktop, if I need to get like a streaming setup, all of the things. I am just like doing all of this on my laptop, and I've done some on my phone. That does not seem to work. So I'm going to try to figure it out so that during this season I can go live for more games, but then also you guys will have the stats and things, so it's more fun to watch. But for this, let's just act like we're hanging out together, okay? You guys watch on the TV or on your iPad like I have here, and we'll chat about the game and hang out. You guys can comment. I'll answer questions, all of the things. Give me all of your honest opinions. Tweeting out this link right now. Also, follow me on Twitter if you're not. I'm very yappy there. Is yappy a word? Oh, by the way, they gave me this shirt yesterday at the game. One of the equipment managers came up and gave me like a bunch of t-shirts, but I think these are cool because they're kind of like their practice t-shirts. It's that workout material, so I feel really official. And if anyone needs a sub, I'm just gonna run in there. They'll never know. I look like I'm part of the team. So yeah, I thought that was really cool and nice of them. All right, we're live. And the game is starting. I'm going to turn up the volume a little bit. If the volume is ever too loud on my end, though, you guys just let me know, and I will turn it down. But I do want to get, like, a little bit of the atmosphere as well for myself. A lot of people were saying that I should have gone to the Iowa game instead of the Indiana game. And in retrospect, yeah, probably would have been more hype. However, I don't think this game is going to be competitive at all. Yeah, that place is going to burn to the ground when Cailtin makes her first three. Like, in a good way, burn to the ground, but it's going to be like an international soccer match. Yappy is now a word. Okay, perfect. It's part of our rad lingo. Sweden. I heard Sweden is beautiful also. I don't know how close Sweden is to Switzerland, but Switzerland might be the best place I've ever been. Like my most favorite place I've ever been to in my life. It is the most beautiful country I've ever seen, ever. It was so beautiful. I couldn't stop looking. I was just looking at all the mountains and the rivers and lakes and all the things and the greenery, and then there's snow, and then it was so beautiful. Anyway, I love it there. I would love to just move to Switzerland and never come back. Then I won't see you guys again, but also I wanted to say too, I think that let me look on my phone here. I think that we just reached, we're 4 subscribers away from 345,000 subs, which is really cool. So if you have a friend, tell them to go sub. Australia. Hello, France. I will be back in France in a couple weeks. Probably my last France trip this year. From the Philippines. I also hope to get to the Philippines because I love you guys there. Sweden, way up north. Switzerland in the middle of Europe. Okay. Well, I've heard it's also beautiful in Sweden, but you guys can tell me if I'm wrong. Yeah, these poor girls on this Brazilian national team, like I remember watching them against the Chicago Sky, and they were saying a lot of them are the same age as like freshmen in college, which is literally 18 years old. So I don't think this game is going to be so competitive. Let me know how many minutes you think Caitlin's going to play today. Let me know how many minutes. Because I also, and that's something that I said in my video, after this game, definitely go watch the video that I uploaded right before this. I worked really hard on it, and I edited the whole thing, and I was ferociously editing so I could get it up before the game. But one thing that really surprised me yesterday was how many minutes the starters played. So many minutes. I was not expecting them to play like that, but also the game was close, and I think they wanted to win the game. The Mystics impressed me, though, especially the rookies. They did so well. Clark, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 12 minutes. Yeah, I don't think she's going to play any more than 20. But also, maybe you never know because she's home, you know? Maybe she's going to want to stay. She's going to fight with her coach. And the crowd goes wild the first time she touches the ball. 15 minutes, can't risk her getting hurt. Yeah, nothing could be more physical than the game was yesterday. It got a little wild. And I also said this in my video, but there was a play that Sophie went down and it looked like she like tweaked her ankle a little bit. I don't think she like hurt it, but she might have just whatever because she was limping for a second. Cailtin for 3. Oh my God. And it looked like she got fouled. So there we go, guys. Her first 3 in less than a minute, and then Kelsey hits one. Okay. This is a completely different team that I saw than what I saw yesterday. The Hatelins are going to hate this. Yeah. 8-0 run in a minute. This game is not going to be competitive at all. And I don't blame the national team. Like, it's not their fault. The WNBA has the best players in the world. So, and these girls are so young. She gonna go for another 3? No. To the basket. Bricked it. That's okay. People saying Kiki should be suspended. Do I agree? No, I don't think she should be suspended. I was there. Like, I saw that play happen. I don't feel like Kiki was being malicious in her throwing down Sophie. And I feel like that's what the internet is making it into, is like she has a vendetta against Sophie and she did that on purpose. I think it was a heat of the moment play. It was a flagrant and it should stay that way. You cannot do that. Even when you get frustrated, you can't do that. But I don't think it was a targeted act. I think she just got frustrated. And she was also Kiki was playing so physical the entire game and matching up against all of the Fever bigs and vets. And so I think it was just a moment of frustration because Sophie is a physical player as well. It was definitely excessive, but I think she'll learn from that. And that's what Sophie said when she got up. She said, you can't do that. No, you can't do that. And that's what happened. The smirk she had. So the reason that she smirked, from what I saw, again, you guys saw the replay a million times. From what I saw, the reason that she was smirking is because how Sophie got up and reacted and was like yelling at her and getting in her face. And I think she was kind of like, I'm not entertaining this. But I don't think it was a smirk like, yeah, I got her. Does that make sense? That was my vision of it. Kiki played really well the whole game. DB also impressed me because like she was the one who I felt like she was sticking up for her teammates. And there was a moment with Sykes as well. I actually have like all the footage on my iPhone. I didn't even realize I had that footage, but where there was a moment and Sykes and DB got into it. And then she talked to her after, and even Coach Stephanie White spoke with Sykes as well. And she seemed really frustrated throughout the game. Like, she was getting really chippy. She played well also. But the play that I thought was like a little bit dirtier, if you want to call it that, I also think it was a play out of frustration, was when she actually pushed Sophie. But then after that play, DeWanna immediately like checked her on it. Is like, we're not doing that. So again, that is what I saw in person. But let's also watch this game. Oh. Great. Defense, though, is looking horrible right now. Like, come on, guys. They're just like on the way to the basket. Defense does not look good. That was a nice cut by Kelsey, though. There was a lot of missed layups yesterday also that I think it's preseason, they'll get better. But they definitely need to make bunnies, make the shots around the rim. Said, yeah, let these ladies be physical as long as it's not malicious. I agree. I also think, however, that the NBA changed their game a lot in order to favor the offense. Oh, Dantas is on the bench, by the way, so it seems like she's back. And also wanted to update you guys if you did not see, because I mentioned it in a previous video. It said that the reason that she was not at training camp and also not at media day is because she had a loss in her family. I don't know anything beyond that, but it wasn't because of injury or like something negative going on with the team. But it seems like she is back, so. Another three. Nice steal by DB. What was I saying before that? Do you guys remember what I was saying before that? My brain. I woke up at 4 a.m. Texas time to get back here. I had a flight this morning, and I just immediately came back and went to filming and getting ready for this live. And shout out to my Courtside Club team for making my thumbnails for me on a Sunday. I appreciate that. What was I saying before that? Can you guys tell me? No one knows. Okay. Well, I guess it wasn't that important. I felt like I was telling you guys something from yesterday. But, oh, yeah, I did want to say this. So the NBA has changed their game quite a bit to favor offense. And I think in time, the WNBA will do the same thing. I think the rules are going to get stricter when it comes to fouls, when it comes to flagrants, when it comes to clear path. And I think they are going to get better refs, because as the league starts growing, as there becomes more superstars in the WNBA, the league is going to have to protect them, firstly. And secondly, fans don't want to see their favorite players getting hurt. Does Cailtin have like 6 rebounds already? She's going to have a double-double in rebounds at 6 feet tall. But yeah, I think the refs are going to get better. The refs are going to get punished if they're not better. And I think the rules, they might tweak the rules a little bit so they're a little bit stricter. And some people don't like that about the NBA, that they feel like the physicality has gotten like not enough. And there's not the defense that we saw in the 90s. But I think the same thing is going to happen with the WNBA, because stuff like yesterday where girls are just getting chucked around. Kelsey Mitchell was like holding her hip at one point, kind of limping. It seemed like Sophie tweaked her ankle. I have another video on here that I forgot about where Lexi looked like she tweaked her ankle when she went to the basket. Sophie got hit in the mouth in the first quarter. It was just a lot. And I'm not saying it's only the Fever team as well. Like, there's physicality across the board with the entire league with so many teams. But the WNBA is going to protect their players more. All right. 10-point lead. Indiana is up 19-9. This was the line to get into the game. They said like 3 hours before the game, people were lined up. Can you get Cailtin on your show? I will continue to work on it. Don't worry, you guys. I will continue to work on it. I'm going to work on more interviews as well. I'm working on it. So just stay tuned. I will keep you guys in the loop for any new player interviews. Watching from Uganda. Sick. What time is it there? What time is it where you guys are at right now? It is 3:15 in Texas. Hi, Timmy. You love my ring? Thank you. I want to, let me pull up the box score as well. I wish I could, again, for those of you just joining, I'm going to figure out some sort of software eventually, hopefully sometime throughout the season, or maybe I just get a new setup to where I can have the box score and the score of the game that we're doing a watch party for at the same time. I did it in the past and it made the stream lag too much and it was just insane. So I need to figure out how to do that a little bit better. Victoria, British Columbia, Israel, 23:17. That means 11 p.m., correct? Yeah. Oh, almost midnight in Uganda as well. India. Oh my gosh, you guys are everywhere. This is so cool. Hello, everyone. Saudi Arabia. I was just there. When was that? December. It was so fun. I really like the Harry Potter world in Saudi Arabia. That was my favorite part. 9 p.m. in England. Yes, Timothy, please let me know how I can get this set up for the next stream because I do not know what I'm doing. California. Someone else is on Central. Chicago. I will be in Chicago June 14th for the Big Three, their first weekend. Carlos, you are not in Antarctica. If you're really in, do people? I'm not. If you are in Antarctica, let me know. Otherwise, I didn't know people actually reside there. Do people live there? I thought you only just visited there. Seattle. What's up, Seattle? What's up, Tuscan, Arizona, Edmonton, Canada, Sydney, Australia. This is insane. The Bahamas, India, Los Angeles. I was just there like a week and a half ago. This is so cool. Denmark, hello. We have another Texan in here. Is Dre still playing in Asvel? Yes. I was actually just watching his game before this one. I was editing. Oh my gosh, I keep hitting my table. I was editing my video and watching Dre's game at the same time. He played against Cholet today. They are number 1 in France right now. So he's doing really well. Have you ever been to DC? Yeah, I went to college there. I went to American University after I went to Old Dominion. Okay, so we have some subs, you guys. Sophie's in. Aaliyah's in. Aaliyah's still in. She has the ball. We have Sophie in, and we have Sydney Colson in for... I can't see a thing. Okay. And Coach Bluter is getting interviewed. And Caitlin's on the bike. Hopefully she just has some soreness. Okay, so we have Aaliyah, Sophie, Natasha Howard, Sydney, and where's the other player? That's only 4. Oh, and Kelsey's still out there. Cool. So Caitlin and DB are out. And I think that was the first sub yesterday as well. DB was the first sub out for Sophie. Now let's see if my theory is right with Sophie and Sydney in at the same time who will play point guard. I think it's going to be Sophie. Hi, everyone. What are you watching the game on? I'm watching it on my iPad so that I can sit in my studio. Otherwise, we'd have to sit in my living room. About to be a... They heard me say that their defense sucked, and now they're playing good defense. Shot clock violation. Yeah, that's better. Yesterday, you guys, Coach Stephanie White looked mad like the whole game. It was, and maybe that's just her demeanor, but she kind of had her arm, like she was not happy with, especially how they started the game. They did not start the game well. I think they were down 10 points or something in the first quarter. It did not look great. Coach Stephanie White was not having it. I had a direct vision to her. She was like catty corner to me. And then I heard the Mystics coach all game long. He was like right here. You're in Egypt? May the 4th be with you. Montana, love that. Trinidad. Wow. Oh, sorry. I'm watching on my iPad on YouTube TV. Yeah. That's what I watch the games on. Colson for 3. Got some good shooters this year. When do you guys think that they are going to start cutting players also? Because I was even surprised in that first game yesterday, they barely played the rookies. They barely played. That's why I said, like, the veteran players and the new players that they got to the Fever, they played them so many minutes, and I was expecting more of the rookies to play. Lucy Olsen played so well yesterday. I don't know if you guys watched. She was in the first quarter. She was so aggressive. She was confident. Sony Citron played amazing also. Like, they looked so good. And Georgia Amore was there. She was just on the bench. And I wasn't sure if she was going to travel because of her injury. Now, Natasha Howard is somebody yesterday who was missing too many layups for my liking because I know that she's such a good player. And so she just hit one right here. But there's a couple plays that I'm like, come on, Natasha. We know you're better than that. So I think she'll be fine. It's first game of the season. All right, you guys, commercial break. By the 15th is the final cuts. So, I think their first game is on the 17th of May. I'm so bummed. I'm really going to have to get to another game. I'm just going to have to figure out how to do that. I don't have any WNBA teams, like, in my city, you know? So I'm going to have to travel, but then I travel a lot this summer. So it's tough. I'm going to pull up the score also so that I can also give you guys better updates than I'm doing right now. Oh, interesting. The first game that pops up is the Mystics game from yesterday. The WNBA needs to do better with their box scores. I like to watch games with the box score up. Like when I watch NBA, I like to have the box score up as I can get just a better picture. Okay, here we go. Is there no box score that they're going to put up? Box score. Perfect. It's up. Okay, great. I'm on ESPN's website. Indiana Fever are leading 26-11 with 1:39 left in the first quarter. So obviously, if you guys are watching here, I would love if you would also watch the game with me. So it's like we're hanging out together watching the game. WNBA Fantasy League, we could do that. We could do that. That could be fun. Also, if there is anyone, everyone listen, okay? We did, Caitlin's back in the game. Wait, hold on a second. Okay, I'm confused. They said she got evaluated. I'm confused. Indiana Fever, what's going on? She came out the game and got evaluated. They're just trying to keep her leg loose. What's going on with her leg? They just keep saying the leg, something in the leg. Trying to keep her legs loose, but there's no minutes restriction. Does that mean she's literally playing the whole game? But then why is she getting what's going I need the details. They're talking about Caitlin Clark's frame. Basically that she's jacked now. That is so true though, and like part of the reason that I'm glad that she didn't do Unrivaled is because she was able to just really focus on getting stronger. And even with Unrivaled, a lot of the girls I'm sure got in great shape, but you're also still they're showing her media day pictures back to back right here. You can definitely see in her arms like she's got some meat on there. But it's so hard to like really build significant muscle when you're running up and down playing full court 3v3 for however many weeks. Dang. Okay, score is 114-26. Indiana is up. Oh, it looks like, sorry, I cannot. I'm gonna be holding the TV like this because and one. Sophie. She came to play, and I feel like I was excited about that signing because I watched her a little bit with Phoenix, and she just has such an energy, and like the Fever needs that sort of spark. But she impressed so many people yesterday because she's just so fearless, and she does knock down shots. She's lights out, and she's so confident. She just had an and 1-3. An and 1-3 right there. I'm surprised this girl isn't in like a full body cast though with how much she got beat up yesterday. Also, I don't know how well, not all of them don't, but how they're not wearing like knee pads or like a knee sleeve with how much they're on the floor. Timpson with the steal and the layup. Why did I think Brianna Turner was number 21? What number is she? Is she also like a 12 number? Like a number with 2 in it? Do we agree that we think Timpson is making the team? She's the only she's actually checked in before Lexi Hall. Which is kind of crazy with the kind of game that Lexi had yesterday, unless Lexi isn't feeling great today because she also like took some hard falls and played, I think, 35 minutes in the game. Sophie again. The defensive rotations, though, people used to get on the Fever last season for their defense. It's still not great. Like, they're going to have to do a little better. And again, it's preseason. They might not be giving all of their effort. Caitlin Clark step back 3, hits another one. And everyone's on their feet. This Iowa fan base, loves Cailtin. Okay, so the end of the first quarter, Indiana's up 37-17. I told you guys this was not going to be a competitive game at all. I kind of feel bad, but I kind of don't because I feel like the Brazilian national team, this like has to be so cool for them to play in an arena like this that's completely sold out with the craziest energy and it's loud and there's no air conditioning and you're going up against, you know, the most popular team in the WNBA and Caitlin Clark and all the things. Like, it has to be fun for them even if they lose by 60, right? It's still just a cool experience. Okay, I'm going to read some of your comments. Sorry, it's scrolling really fast. You guys think Timpson will be on the team for sure. You would be surprised if Timpson does not make the team. 100% Timpson's making the team. I saw Brazil versus Chicago the other night. Yeah, let's see. Let's see how Timpson does. Also, this is so random, but I need to clear this up. Have you guys seen that video on social media where there's this girl in the gym? I have to clear this up because I keep getting comments about it. I've had 2 people ask me in person about it. 2 different people. Have you guys seen that video that has gone super viral on the internet where there's this girl in the gym and she goes like literally, I'm mimicking her. She goes, dun, dun, and then she turns around and shoots, but her jumper's like this kind of a thing. And then her coach comes in, who is John Stamos, like the guy who was in Full House. Anyway, he comes in and he was like, "What was that?" And she's like, "Jordan's signature shimmy." Everyone thinks that's me in the video, and it's not, okay? Have you guys seen that? And please, if you see that and your friends tell you that that's me and they can't believe it's me, it's not me. I've had so many people. I feel like I need to. I reposted it because I thought the video was hilarious. I did not repost it because it was me. Okay? If I did Jordan's signature shit, which, first of all, that's not what it's called. But if I did that, it would look a hell of a lot better than what that girl did. No shade to her. She's just an actress. But come on, you guys. I'm so embarrassed that so many people think it's me. It's so embarrassing and really hurts my credibility as a basketball player. So, okay. The video, 10 for 10, hilarious video. I sat there and laughed for 20 minutes, but that's not me, okay? Thank you. That's all I wanted to say about that. Oh, we can get back to it. But people are like commenting to me about it, and I've literally had 2 people come up to me in person. I've had a friend of mine come up to me and ask if it's me, who knows me, who sees me and thought it was me. So just wanted to clear that up for you guys. Yeah, I could probably find the video as well. I probably on TikTok, right? They're doing an interview with Coach Stephanie White right now. See, she's pissed. She says she's not happy. She was pissed the entire game yesterday, I'm telling you guys. She was not happy the entire game. She has high expectations for this team. Guys, this.
Nice shot. Talk to that move. Jordan's signature shimmy?
That. Okay. It's not me. Doesn't even look like me. I think she's also like 20 years old, so I appreciate the comment, but okay. Glad that we cleared that up. Back to the game. Cailtin for another 3, and she hits it. Oof. No one gave the memo to the Brazilian team that they need to double team her, possibly triple team her, and face guard her full court. And if that doesn't work, they need to just toss her around. That's the only way you're going to get her to not score. They haven't gotten the message, though. They're playing her straight up man-to-man. It's probably nice for her, though. She hasn't gotten straight up man-to-man defense in a minute. Oh, good pass. You got to make that, Timpson. Sophie for 3. Lexi's in now. All right, Ricky, let's go. She does not care. She's just gonna, how many 3s do we think she'll have tonight? She has 3 already, and there's like 8 minutes left in the second quarter. Oh dear. $11 points. Right now, Cailtin has 11 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. She's 3 for 4 from 3. Jeez. This is a much different team than I watched yesterday. Although it was really fun yesterday. This is not to like put down the fever at all. It's just different for sure. I had a lot of fun yesterday. Okay, so I'm right. Brianna Turner, I'm not right, but Brianna Turner's 11. I don't know why I thought she was 21. Timpson's 21. Bree Turner is 11. Okay, wait, who else is in? Sorry, guys, I have to pick this up again because I can't see. I actually have great eyesight, but it's kind of hard to watch a basketball game on an iPad. Oh, and there's her 11th point. So I guess I'm a little bit behind on my YouTube channel. Oh, whoops, guys. Am I? Oh, shoot. I was not live. I was not like live. I was behind the live somehow. Okay, we're good now. We're caught up. What do I think Cece will average this year? I have no clue. I think she's going to average over 20 for sure. But I'm just wondering, she has more assets around her, right? So what I can predict wholeheartedly is I think that the Indiana Fever will be the highest scoring team average in the WNBA. I think they're going to put up the most amount of points per game. I'm wondering if some of her numbers are going to dip in some sort of way, though, because she has more assets now. Do you know what I mean? But she could just surprise us all and put up more crazy numbers. I think points she'll average more, but I wonder on but then assists as well, because she has more people to score the basketball. One of her numbers is going to stay stagnant or go down. I think maybe her points does go up now that she's more comfortable. I'm also wondering when we get into the regular season if teams are going to guard her straight up, because it's going to be much harder to guard her in the crazy kind of defenses like they did last year, where it was the double teams and the face guards and the pick up full court and all those types of things, because there's so many more good players on this team this year. So I think they're going to have to play her more straight up, and they cannot play zone for this team, period. So they're just going to have to get their best defender. They're going to have to know that she's going to drop 20 on your head and just try to keep her as far away from 30 plus points per game as you possibly can, like whoever is guarding her, and just make sure that your rotations are good. But this team is going to be really hard to guard when they truly find their identity in the things that they do best. And I think they know their identity. They're just getting into the groove of that. And that's why I had them in my power rankings. I have them as the number 2 team in the league. And I think it might take them a little bit of time. I don't think it's going to take them very long, especially with how upset Stephanie White is with how they're playing now. And they're not even playing bad, but how mad she is about just how they're playing. Like, her expectations are so high. So I think they're going to get it together quick. And they all seem to have this kind of mindset. And even seeing them in person, like, they're having fun out there and they all have each other's backs, which is really cool to see. Okay, so Caitlin's out again. We have Lexi on the court, Timpson. I'll let you guys know when I can see the rest of the players. Do the Michael Jordan shimmy. Okay, I'm over you guys. I shouldn't have ever told you that. The rookies, Hall and Mitchell. Thank you. Thank you. Right when I started telling you guys who was on the court, they like zoomed in on the Brazil team. Is anybody watching from Brazil? Does anyone in this live stream want Brazil to win? Let me know. They're down. This is going to be a rough game for them, though. They're down 29 points right now. Kelsey Mitchell with the steal. Oh, good pass. Lexi Hall with the little reverse layup that she should have made, but Kelsey Mitchell for 3, and she hits it. Yeah, this team can hit from the outside. They're shooting so well. So maybe they said there's no minutes restriction on Cailtin, but maybe they're just playing her in increments of like 3 to 4 minutes and then sitting her. I have no updates for you guys on what is actually going on with her leg. Bree Hall for 3. Okay, DB's on the mic. Let's see what she has to say. Sorry, hold on.
Experienced player in the WNBA right now, and a year ago going into the playoffs, that was enough for the Indiana Fever.
She's just talking about joining the Fever, bringing her experience to the Indiana Fever. Yeah, this was such a good addition with DB. And I said this in my video as well. Like, the biggest thing I noticed about her, and she didn't play that much yesterday, but what she does on the court besides her play, how much she's a leader on the court. She has everyone's back. She is in there. Like, if anything is going on physicality wise, that's why I said, like, anybody got physical with any other player on her team. Like, she was in there breaking it up, talking to the other team, talking to officials. Everyone in the entire arena, by the way, hated the officials yesterday. Like, I kind of felt bad at a certain point. They were just getting chirped all game long from players, coaches, literally everyone. But it was kind of rough. The calls were all over the place. This game is not a good basketball game, though. It's really hard to evaluate how good this team is. Evaluate how good the Fever is by playing this team. Yesterday's game was much more competitive. Okay, so it looks like Cailtin and looks like Natasha Howard, from what I can see, are about to check back into the game. So yeah, it seems like she really is playing 3 to 4 minutes and then sitting out for a sec and then going back in. So maybe she will play all 4 quarters just to play in front of Iowa. I keep hitting my freaking table. Sorry, I keep shaking this whole thing. Do you guys feel like you're in an earthquake when you're on my live stream? Yeah, DeWanna is great. I think she's a great addition to the team. I waited all year for the WNBA season. I know, it's crazy. It actually went by pretty quickly. Quicker than I thought it was going to. Also, I appreciate you guys continuing to watch Courtside Club through the entirety of the off season. We covered the WNBA off-season news, but also other things, and you guys have really showed up for that. So thank you so much. This summer is going to be fun. I'm going to upload as much as I possibly can. Another 3? No? She should have taken that. Shoot from the logo. Okay, Natasha Howard is making all of her layups. She heard me say that she missed too many layups yesterday, and now she's literally making all of them, which I really appreciate because she's too good to be missing layups. All right, you guys, it is 61 to 24. This is sad. How many points do you think the Fever is going to score tonight? That's the real question. Oh, the funny thing yesterday as well is obviously Cailtin wasn't playing, but she was chirping the refs all game. Like, I feel like the first bad call when there was a timeout or something, Cailtin just like ran over to the refs. I was like, oh, she's truly relentless when it comes to giving the refs hell. High pick and roll, kick out to Lexi for 3. Let's check out this box score really quick. Kelsey Mitchell with 12, Cailtin with 11, Lexi with 9 points, 3 for 3 from 3, Natasha Howard 4, Aaliyah Boston 6. You guys think they're going to score 139 points? 117, that's reasonable. They definitely should break 100. If they don't break 100, I'll be disappointed. They have to. Especially after the freaking overtime yesterday. Final score 95-63. %75 from 3, 12 for 16. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. This team is going to be so hard to guard. That's why I said when they finally find their rhythm and get it together as a team, that's why I have them ranked so high. I think anybody not putting them in the top 3 is really underestimating this team. Like, they were 6th, I believe, going into playoffs last year. They were a 5th or a 6th seed. 5th or 6th. Wait, 6th. They played the 3 seed. So that would make them 6, right? Yeah, they played the Sun. They were a 6 seed last year going into playoffs, and that's with the roster that they had and the start of the season that they had. Do you guys remember how horrible the start of the season was for them last year? Like, and they got to that position in playoffs. You're telling me with all these roster changes and everything that they've done that they're not gonna be a 1, 2, or 3 seed? I don't know. People say I'm crazy for saying that. No chance. I think they should be really disappointed in themselves if they're not. Why don't you answer my question? What's your favorite team in WNBA and NBA? My favorite team in the WNBA is the Fever. And then in the NBA, I like the Cavs because I'm from Ohio, and OKC because we spent a lot of time in OKC when Dre was playing there. And I like the people in Oklahoma are great. Sparks versus Fever finals. That'd be wild. But I also am a lot higher on the Sparks than a lot of people. Like a lot of people think the Sparks are going to suck this year. I think they're going to be so much better than people expect. And I think they're going to be one of those teams that is just not fun to play because they're scrappy. They'll get after it. They're just going to be a hard team to play. Does that make sense? They're not necessarily have a perfect roster with all of these amazing, all-star caliber players. It's not like they're stacked in that way, but they have some really good pieces. And I think defensively, they're not going to be fun to go up against. I think they're going to be tough to manage on the boards. And I think they just have an energy about them. I don't know. I like the Sparks team. I think they're going to be better than expected, for sure. Yesterday, the refs forgot to call a foul when Sophie shoved Lucy Olsen from the back and sent her flying to the ground at the end of regulation. I don't remember that, actually. But not good if I wouldn't be surprised that they missed the call, for sure. But I definitely didn't see that one. Why wouldn't that? People love Lucy. Why wouldn't that be a clip that's going viral? Right? Got to get my Cameron Brink jersey ASAP. Yeah. I met Cam, actually, a couple weeks ago when I was in LA, and she was really sweet. Hopefully I get her on Courtside Club, too. Working on that. But yeah, I met her. We have a photo together, and it was funny because a lot of people were asking, like, how tall is Cam? I'll show you guys. 1 second. And I believe she's like 6'3" or 6'4", but she was wearing heels at the event, and I was wearing flats, like very flat flats. And I'm 5'8". Here it is. See? I met Cam. Shoot. I don't know if you guys can see that. The light is shining off of it. But she looks so much taller than me, but it's because she had heels on and I had flats. Thank you, Kyoka. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And thank you guys all for hanging with me. All right, we are in the second quarter. 2:29 left. Indiana is up 61-24. Do you watch Straight to Cam on YouTube? I have seen some episodes. Yeah, it's really cute. I feel like that'd be a fun podcast to do because they just talk about girly things. Like, they talk about sports a little bit, but it's mostly just life things. I think it's fun. So, is this the only weekend for preseason games? Does anyone know? Like, is this it for preseason games? I honestly have no clue. Cailtin with another rebound. My prediction is Caitlin's gonna have a double-double in rebounds and an assist to DB at the other end. That was something I noticed yesterday. They are staying true to their we want to play fast game plan. They are going to continue to play quickly. 1,000%. Whether they're making shots or not, they want to play fast. Oh, she almost hit that Natasha Howard for 3. You get a 3, and you get a 3, and you get a 3. We want a logo 3. To the rim. That was something I talked about with Coach Keith Porter during the off season, is what he was working on with Cailtin. By the way, you guys, also working on getting Coach KP back on Courtside Club. So cross your fingers that I can make that happen, or we can make that happen. He does want to come back on. It's just really crazy in their schedule right now. But he talked about that during off season. They were working on helping Cailtin get better at finishing around the rim. So however she takes it in, she can finish with both hands, both sides of the basket, like floaters, touches, and there she was there. Okay, so let's check the box score. She's subbing out again. Looks like she played 3 minutes exactly and is getting subbed out. Another fast break. They're just running up the score. 68-24. Sheesh. I feel like it's probably hard at this point to stay focused and actually play defense if you're the Indiana Fever, because it's just so much fun on offense and you probably just want to run and run up the score. There we go. Okay. Box score check. DeWanna Bonner, 7 points, 2 rebounds. Natasha Howard, 7 points, 4 rebounds. Aaliyah Boston, 7 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists. Kelsey Mitchell, 12 points. Cailtin, 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And then we also have Sophie down here. Sophie has not played as many minutes at all, but it's probably because poor thing was literally on the court the entire game. Yesterday, she has 6 points in just 7 minutes. So, where's Lexi? Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Lexi has 9 points in 8 minutes. 3 threes for her. Yeah, okay. So you're asking if I can have the score in the corner of my screen, or is that not allowed? I just don't know how to do that. I do know how to do it. I've done it once before, but it made the video lag so bad it just kind of wasn't worth it. And I threw together this live last minute today. I just got back from Indiana this morning, and immediately when I got home, I went straight into filming the video that I posted earlier, and then straight into editing that, and then straight into watching Dre's game, and now doing this live stream. So I just didn't have time to even try today, but I do want to get that set up for games in the future because I can do that. I just have to figure it out. So, yeah. All right, you guys. So it's halftime. The Indiana Fever are up 70-24. Thank you to the 333 people who are joining us right now. I hope that you guys are enjoying watching the game with me. Yeah, thank you for everyone who's offering to help me with my computer setup. Thank you very much, because when it comes to live, I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't. But I want to go live more. It's super easy and it's kind of fun to hang out with you guys. So, okay, let's see. Are you guys having any snacks while you watch the game? If so, what snacks are you having? Yeah, I also, okay, so question for you guys who watch these kind of streams. I know that there's a way, so I work with the NBA and I'll do live streams for them, but it's on NBA League Pass. So I'm basically kind of doing something like this with other people on with me as well. But you guys can see the game and hear us talking. So it's kind of like a, like a regular whatever play-by-play broadcast thing, but a little bit more casual. You can't do that though on YouTube where you can actually play the game because you get flagged, right? Because I don't own the rights to these games. But I also seen people do it. I've seen like streamers do it and they don't get flagged. Is there like a certain platform that they do it on that they're able to live stream the game? Italian cheeseburger, what is that? What's an Italian cheeseburger? Okay, so snacks you guys are having: Italian cheeseburger, wings and pizza, chocolate covered strawberries. Okay, you have the whole spread. Skittles and Monster. That is not healthy, Ronald. That is not healthy. You are going to be jazzed up. Salsa, peanut M&Ms. Yeah, like a Manning cast, but for WNBA. How can I do that? Like, oh yeah, like Sue Bird or whatever do it, but they do it for ESPN. I don't think you can't really do it unless you're part of a network that broadcasts the games and has the rights, right? Am I right? Chips and salsa. I feel like chips and salsa is the go-to. Veggie BLT with tempeh. Ooh, that sounds so good. Because I'm vegan. That sounds great. Popcorn and Sour Patch Kids. Sour Patch Kids are delicious. A pack of Buckeyes. Are you in Ohio? Do you guys know what Buckeyes are? If you don't, and you're not from Ohio, but not like the Buckeye, like the actual thing that falls off of a tree. They're chocolate with peanut butter in the middle, and there's little things you get in Ohio. Maybe Patreon? Huh. Cooked a ribeye steak right before the game. Wow. Fancy. Toasted cheese and coffee. Okay, wait. Where are you from, toasted cheese and coffee? Because don't we call it grilled cheese in the United States? I feel like you're not in the United States if you call it toasted cheese. StreamYard is a good program. Okay, maybe I could do that. Sushi, string cheese, pasta macaroni, and matcha tea bags. I love matcha. I would love a matcha right now. Except I drank so much coffee this morning before I filmed that video because I was exhausted and my heart was literally beating out of my chest. I don't know if you guys could tell in that video. I was talking a million miles per hour and I thought I was going to have a heart attack. I was like, oh my God, it was too much caffeine. A boiled egg. That's it? That's not enough. Use some watermarks to trick YouTube. Okay. I would get fired from my other jobs if I was illegally streaming. Toasted cheese is what they call it in Italy, or rather toasties. Cute. Grilled cheese on toast? Huh? Grilled cheese. Okay, so we went from a toasted cheese to grilled cheese on toast? Huh. You drop Skittles into the Monster? That just sounds like a lot of I would be awake for 17 days if I did that. Okay, purple sweet potato chips and salsa. I love Japanese sweet potatoes. I'm not sure if I've had them as chips, but sorry, sending a text really quick. Do you guys want to know a funny story? Because some of you were asking me to put Holly Rowe on my show. So ages ago, I don't know, maybe like 7 years ago, 6, 7 years ago, when I lived in Los Angeles, I used to do a lot of stuff with the Sparks and with the Los Angeles Sparks. And I would go to a lot of their games and stuff. And this was the time when like Candace Parker still played there, NECA and Chiney Ogwumike played there. They just had like a really cool team. So I would go to their games and stuff. And then they were doing this project where they were oh, it's like so cringe now when I think about it. But they were shooting a music video and I was in the music video with them, and Holly Rowe was also, so it was basically all of the players who were on the Sparks team, but then there were some other like media people and creators and social media people. And so they put us like in the music video and they like dressed us up in these kind of like crazy outfits and did our hair and makeup and stuff. I don't know what happened because they did release the music video and then they took it down like not long after. So I don't know even what happened to it, but it was actually kind of a fun shoot. But that's the only time that I've worked with Holly was when we were doing that like music video. It was like to a Beyonce song or something. Yeah. Anyway, that's my funny story for you. I should try to find a photo from the music video shoot because the outfits were interesting. They were definitely, I guess that's all I'll say. It was interesting. Oh my gosh, you remember that outfit with the big leather boots? How do you remember that? It was. It was like big. We were all in all black. Like we were all in all black. And I think I had like some sort of bodysuit or something with, yeah, it was like big leather boots. And we were doing a whole scene for the music video. Okay, you're saying show us. I don't think I have the actual music video because like the Sparks had it, the music video, but I do have photos. I'm gonna have to really scroll back and what year was that? Sky, don't scratch my chair. I think it was like 2018, 2017, 2018-ish. I'm gonna have to really look for this photo. The Fever play Atlanta on Saturday? Like in a week on Saturday? Please share the video. I can't share the video because it's not mine. And I don't even think I have it. I think I just have a photo somewhere. I just have to find where that photo is. And if I find it and I don't want to share it, I'm not going to share it. But yeah, I think that's the only time I've ever, done anything with Holly. Like Carrie Champion was in it as well. I think she was shooting on my day. I'll let you guys know. I have way too many photos in my... Let's see how many photos I have even in my... I have 14,000 videos, but how many photos do I have? I don't know. Well, oh wait, it says it at the top, I think. Oh, I have 85,773 photos. Too much. Okay. Yeah, so I have, I guess 85,700. So I have 100. Wait. Yeah, so I have over 100,000 photos and videos combined in my phone. That's crazy. I need to fix that. That's ridiculous. No wonder I have to keep buying iCloud storage. So many. Hi, Sky. Do you want to say hi? Come here. None of my cats care to come on stream today. You said I have 47,000 unread emails in my Yahoo inbox. Does anyone still have Yahoo email inbox? All right, you guys, I need the game to start again. This is, to be fair, it's fun, but it's not competitive at all. So it's really hard to judge either team on this game. We need us to just like breeze through the second half. Two questions. Are you going to stream all season? Question number one, yes, I do plan on doing that. Not sure if I'll be able to do every single Fever game, but also let me know. The Fever games, honestly, I like to cover more teams than just the Indiana Fever, but the Indiana Fever games are going to be the ones that are going to be easiest for me to go live for. Like, one, because they're nationally televised game. And if you guys think about it, the Indiana Fever is going to play every single team. So it's like we're streaming other teams' games as well. They have 41 national TV games. And I think the majority of you would prefer to do watch-alongs to those games as well. So yes, I plan on doing that. If you guys have requests, please let me know. And hopefully I get a little bit of a better setup as well. Question number two, are you planning on catching another Fever game since you didn't get to see Cece play? Yeah, I would love to. I was so bummed. And I was, yesterday, I had to wake up at 3 a.m. because my flight got canceled on Friday to go to Indiana. I like, for a minute, was thinking, okay, is this a sign for me not to go because my flight got canceled? And then within 5 minutes of my flight getting canceled, I got a notification that was like, Cailtin is questionable for tomorrow. And I was like, what's going on? So the only flight that I could take to get me in on time, I had to like wake up at 3 a.m. I got to Indiana, had to like immediately go to the hotel, change, and then go straight to the game. I didn't eat yesterday until like 5 p.m. We were just rushing to get to the game. But and I wasn't looking at my phone either. Like, I didn't want to know the news if she was going to play or not. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to see if she runs out. I'm just going to see if she's in the layup lines or whatever. And then she wasn't. And then I looked at my phone and like the first thing that came up was Caitlin Clark ruled out for the game. I was like, no, but fine, whatever. I'm still excited to be here. Like, there was plenty other players that I was excited to see, but I would like to see her play. Like, come on. I would really like to see her play, and like the whole team in its totality. I will tell you guys though that I did have one meeting with somebody who works at the WNBA, and there might be a possibility for me to do something at WNBA All-Star. So cross your fingers for that, because WNBA All-Star, the weekend of that, it falls on a day that's opposite of the Big 3 day. So Big 3, when I do sideline reporting for them, is either Saturday or Sunday. For that specific weekend, my Big 3 does not fall on the day of the All-Star game. So there's a good chance that I could actually do both that weekend. So cross your fingers that I could at least get to that. Otherwise, yes, I would love to get back, but I travel so much, you guys, and then just like going to Indiana for another game, I just have to figure it out. But I would love to. Yes, I hope I can. It's also not cheap at all. Not cheap at all. But worth it. Worth it for sure. Go to Indiana versus Atlanta. That's a week from today. You guys want me to fly back to Indiana in a week? WNBA All-Star, you deserve that. Thank you. Yes, I'm hoping it'll happen. Thank you everyone for the crossed fingers. I appreciate it. Stream the Aces and Lynx. When is that game? Well, I'll look it up. I'm sure. I can do that. Can't wait for the big 3 outfits. Thank you. I need to start figuring that out. I have like 2 outfits for big 3 so far, but I definitely need to start planning my outfits. Fever at Dallas on 6/27 is a Friday night. I will be in France. Yeah, that's the issue. I travel a lot. But I'm getting over to France at the end of this month because Dre's team goes into playoffs then, and they are the #1 team in France right now. So there's a good chance they could win it all. So I definitely want to get out there and at least see like a few of the first round games and playoffs. So guys, we're back. We're back. And the Brazilian national team coach is getting interviewed. I kind of feel bad. Oh, he's saying amazing 3-pointers. Oh. Oh, I kind of feel bad. I mean, no one was expecting them to be. If they were at a level of a WNBA team, then all of these players should be in the WNBA, right? Okay, so 70-24 going into the second half. My knees are hurting. Ugh, probably from like sitting down all day. Oh, the Saturday, May 10th game is in Atlanta. Thank you for clarifying. That could be a possibility. Possibly. I think the Atlanta flight's only like 2 hours for me. It's not too bad. Sorry for yawning, guys. My coffee's wearing out. Okay, so they're starting off with the same starters that they had. Aaliyah, Kelsey, DeWanna, another 3. Dear God. They are really just shooting the lights out. He's happy to give his team the opportunity. Yeah, I agree. Like, I feel bad for the Brazilian team because obviously they're losing by a lot. A lot. But it is such a cool opportunity to get to play in front of this crowd in the States against the players that they're going up against. Are we on a, let's see what Caitlin's stats are. Yeah, triple-double might be out of the picture, but double-double with rebounds is totally in reach right now. 13 points, 6 rebounds. Caitlin's funny because she just stands on the backside. Oh, baseball pass. Oh, there's those turnovers everyone talks about. Caitlin Clark can never be a winner because she has too many turnovers. No, but Caitlin with her rebounding, like she half the time doesn't even box out. She just finds a little crack, and then all of her other players are boxing out, and she just kind of runs in on the backside and grabs the ball. It's kind of smart if you think about it. It's like the not least effort, but just watch it next time and see if she does it. She kind of sneaks in on the backside, and if it's a long rebound and everyone else is boxing out, it's hers. Don't foul the jump shooter, Kelsey Mitchell. Oh, update on Damaris Dantas. She looks a little sad, which is really sad. She's not playing today. She's excited to be back. but she did have a loss in the family, so she's not playing today. She's probably also not playing today because it seems like she didn't do any preseason workout, so I doubt you just want to get thrown in after not practicing with the team at all. When Cailtin grabs a board, it's almost like a signal to her teammates to start sprinting. Yeah, exactly. She just gets it on the move and just goes. Logo 3. Oh. Hey, Natasha Howard isn't missing one bunny today. I need to look at her. She's 4 for 6 from field goals, so rarely missing. Tell me something else exciting, because this game is not very exciting. What else is going on in your guys' life? I mean, it's fun, but a 50-point game is... Game I was at yesterday, I was a nail biter. What's my game clock at? My game clock is at 6:26. And I think I'm watching on YouTube TV though, so. Waiting on the Cavs versus Pacers. I seem about 1 to 2 plays behind. Hold on, let me see. I thought I was live. Oh my gosh. You're right. Why does this is weird. Okay, I'm back. 5:52. Is that where you guys are at as well? 79-26. Running the floor. Cailtin to Kelsey Mitchell on the fast break to Leah Boston. All right, I'm caught up, you guys. Is Indiana the All-Star game? Yes. So the All-Star game is in Indiana this year, which would be so nice if I was able to go, because Cailtin also alluded to the fact that she wanted to do her first 3-point contest in Indiana, which obviously is this year. So (81-26) is wild. I don't think this Brazil team is going to crack 40. I really don't. Their ball movement is really good already. Like, no one on this team is selfish. Hi, Storm. Come here. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. One of the cats might make an appearance. Come here, Stormy. Storm. Okay, maybe not. Come here. No? You don't want to come? You're just staring at me. How much did the Chicago Sky won by like 30 against the Brazil national team, right? 83-26. Oh dear. Stormy, come be fair. Yeah, okay, now he's gone. He literally just ran away now. Oh, the commentator was like, Brazil has missed their last 10 shots. That's sad. All right, another timeout. Can't lie, I'm a little not much to talk about in this game because they're not really playing against the team that can hang with them at all. I think this Brazilian team might struggle against some college teams as well. So you wish they were playing the French national team? Yeah, that'd be fun. Also, did Dominique Malonga make it to Seattle yet? Does anyone know? Let me check. Let me check, actually. Because last time I checked, and I mentioned it in a recent video last week, maybe Thursday's video, that she still hadn't made it to Seattle for training camp. But from my understanding, she will definitely be playing this season and she will get over there. Yeah, there was literally just an article, when will Dominique Malonga, the female Wembanyama, make her WNBA debut? Still not over. Wait, she's in the building today? She is here. She's there? You guys know? Do I need to check Twitter? Did they put that on Twitter? Dominique is, oh, you saw it on the Storm social media. Perfect. Amazing. I love her. She was so sweet when I interviewed her. If you guys do want to get to know her, shameless plug, but go watch the interview that I did with her. Why can't I find the Seattle Storm Twitter page? Oh, okay, so her and Gabby are back. That was 1 hour ago. She's there. Cool. Oh, they're excited about her. She's like Wemby because she doesn't only, obviously she's really tall, but she doesn't only play in the post. Like, she'll shoot from the outside. And when I was at her game in France, she was beating so many players off the dribble because she's kind of a matchup nightmare. She, in the post, if you're too small, obviously she can shoot over you, she can body you in the post, but then on the outside, like a lot of the tall players who are guarding her, she's quick, so she can beat them off the dribble. So I think she's going to be good. She's going to have to get a little bit stronger, and the physicality is definitely different in the WNBA than it is over in Europe. But I'm excited for her. How tall is she? I think she's listed as... Let me not misspeak. I'll tell you what she's listed as, and then I'll tell you that I think that she's taller than what she's listed at. Yeah, she's listed as 6'6". I think she's a little taller than that. I have also interviewed Victor Wembanyama multiple times, and he's listed as 7'2", and he's not at all. So just so you know, I think he's definitely taller than that. So I don't know if they like just list them a little bit shorter, measure them without shoes. I don't know what it is, but I think she's a little taller. Her wingspan is definitely crazy. Oh, so he's 8 foot. I don't think he's 8 feet, but he's definitely taller than that. Because even in the photos that like I've posted of Wemby, everybody thinks that I'm 5'0", and I'm 5'8". Like, I'm not short. So the people I'm taking photos with, just so you guys know, they're interviewing Caitlin's dad. He looks like such a dad with his zip-up vest. Cute. It's a very dad fit. I did see Caitlin's boyfriend yesterday. I actually was walking through the tunnel with him, but I didn't say anything because I thought that would be weird. Because I don't really know anything about the man. I just know I've just seen photos of them together. So I didn't say anything. But I actually did say something to him. I said, "Excuse me," because I was like walking and we were crossing paths to go into the tunnel, like from courtside, like this. And I said, "Excuse me." That was it. So I saw Hannah Hidalgo yesterday, though. She was there. I saw her in the little like courtside area where you can get like food and drinks and things. She was there. We took a selfie together. I can show you guys that. Also, a lot of this stuff that I'm telling you about from the game yesterday is also in the video that I just uploaded. So I would love if after this game, if you guys have nothing else better to do with your Sunday, you can go watch the video that I uploaded. Because I worked really hard on that one today. I feel like I've had 5 days in one. But yeah, it's me and Hannah. Can you see it? So that was cute. Yeah, Malonga makes dunks easily during games. Yeah, for sure. She's definitely gonna dunk. Like that's gonna be something I feel like American fans are gonna really love about her is when she dunks in game, because she will. And she'll definitely do it this season as well. It doesn't even have to be like a fast break, no one's around kind of dunk. Like she will dunk when people are in the paint with her. Oh, good steal. Oh my gosh. She got blitzed. They figured it out, guys. They figured out how to guard Cailtin. You got to blitz her. And if that's not working, just knock her down. I'm not advocating for that. Just FYI. I'm just making a joke because that seemed to be the case last season. If you can't guard her, go foul her really, really hard. So the score right now is 83-29. Pretty rough. Pretty rough. I love Hannah Hidalgo. I can't wait until she's in the W. Yeah, I agree. She's so fun to watch. I just love players that have a lot of energy and also get the crowd involved, because at the end of the day, sports are entertainment. So you either have to be so good that you're just entertaining because you're so good, or, which she also is, she would be entertaining if she didn't do like the extra celebrations and things, but that just adds to it. Good pass. Nice finish. Hannah and Olivia aren't really beefing, are they? I don't know what's going on. I'm not even going to act like I do. I saw that there was like a little video going around of them. I don't even know where they were at, but it looked like they were at some sporting event and they were talking, and it looked like Hannah was saying something to her and people were saying, "Oh, Hannah's telling her off." I have no clue. And I didn't ask her. Why would I ask her? I don't know, and honestly, I don't think it's important. Olivia transferred. I don't know why, but she's not going to be at Notre Dame anymore. That's all I know. I don't have enough time in the day to go internet sleuthing and trying to figure it out. Paige looked good the other night. I was also impressed by Citron last night. Yeah, Paige looked good. Dallas looks really bad. I just can't even lie to, like, they're going to really struggle this season. I don't think they have enough pieces. I think their offense looks really disjointed. And I know it's preseason and everyone's using the preseason excuse, but some things are just like, ugh, I don't know. I don't think they're going to be very good. And Sony looked great yesterday. Like, she looked like a vet yesterday, just her composure and her confidence. And I know that she's also the type of player, she's just kind of stone cold, gets the job done. But Sony yesterday looked so good. She started, she played a lot of minutes. And it was the same with Lucy. Like, I was actually so surprised, but like in a good way. Not that I was thinking they were going to have jitters and whatnot, but how wouldn't they have jitters in their first ever WNBA game is in Indiana against the Fever at Gamer. Wait, did she just hit a logo? Hold on. I have to rewind now because I totally missed this as I'm talking about Sony. They're going to replay it, right? No, I'm rewinding. Sorry, hold on. Wait, did she hit her logo? Okay, wait, hold on. I rewound it. Yeah, she literally did on her little logo on the court on the 22. That's adorable. What does she have? 4 threes? That's really fun. Okay, wait, back to live. Yeah. All smiles there. See, we didn't get to see any of that yesterday. That's okay. Yeah, that was big. That was really fun. That's what we wanted. Logo 3 from Caitlin Clark. She had to do it. That was fun. Yeah. Ryan, he's like, you bet. So good. Yeah, this team is lights out, shooting lights out. Again, not much defense being played against them, but still shooting lights out. So Caitlin Clark. So if we look at the plus minus, when Caitlin Clark is on the court, she's a plus 42, and she's played 19 minutes at this point. She's a plus 42. And then the next highest is Aaliyah Boston and Natasha Howard plus 38. That's crazy. Having your plus or minus be a plus 42. I need to retweet some of these things. Okay, what's going on Twitter? I'm sure they just posted that. I don't even see anything on Twitter right now that I can retweet. Okay, end of the third. 90-35. Okay, so how many points are they going to score? I think the final score, I think the Fever are going to 121 points. How's that? What's the most iconic call? You bet or bang? Oh, that's tough. I feel like bang, right? Probably. What do you guys think? You bet or bang? Can Cam Brink win Rookie of the Year since she got hurt early last year? I don't think so. But who was that? Who was it in the NBA? Who was it? Ben Simmons, who was a rookie for like 5 years or something. I think there is some sort of rule, but I don't think you can. I don't know for sure. Bang. Bang, boom. You bet. Okay, so it's kind of split. Oh, I forgot. I can do polls. Oh my gosh. I have no one moderating my chat today. Normally, my producer, Dom. Let me see if I even know how to do this. Start a poll. Okay. Here we go, guys. What is the question? What's the best call? You guys know what I'm saying. Basically. You bet Or, sorry, I've been really struggling on this stream. Cut me some slack because I have not had much sleep and I have nobody moderating chat, but I should be doing more polls. In Indiana, it's Boom Baby. What is that from? Do I know? Is that a Fever thing or a Pacers thing? Brink was a starter last year till she got hurt. I doubt if they let her be a rookie again. Yeah, I don't think she's going to be rookie, and I don't think she's coming back actually until late June or July from what I've heard. I didn't ask her directly, but from what I've read. Okay. Wait. How come I can't see oh, there's the poll. Okay, You Bet has 54% and Bang has 46%. Do you think Lucy will make the roster? After how she played yesterday, I sure hope so. She was great. I was so happy for her. She played so well, and she went in during the first quarter. And she was not playing garbage minutes for the Mystics when they had truly like no one in from their starting players or their rotational players. Like she was not in during that time. So oh, that was a crazy brick. Dear God. Okay, it looks like You Bet wins. You guys think Lucy will make roster? Yeah, since Georgia tore her ACL. Yeah, I was surprised Georgia even traveled with the team yesterday, but they also, is it weird to anyone else that they've just said an ACL injury? Like they're not saying if it's torn, if it's ruptured, if it's anything, it's just ACL injury. I feel like they don't normally quantify a torn ACL as an ACL injury. Am I missing something? That three was 36 feet. Yeah, that's what I said. It's going to be really hard to guard Cailtin this year because there's a lot of other people on the court who can do a lot of things. And so I have the Fever being the highest scoring team in the WNBA this season. I have them number 2 in my power rankings. I have them being a title contender. There's just too many assets at this point. And last year, they really did guard Cailtin crazy. They picked her up full court, face guarded her, double teamed her at times, like blitzed her, all of the things. We saw everything last season, but how are you going to do that when she's able to give up the ball? And then you have players like Kelsey Mitchell and Sophie and Lexi and DB and Natasha Howard and Aaliyah Boston, who Aaliyah Boston is scoring in the paint, but she's also kicking out, dishing to cutters. Like, how do you guard that many people while also trying to face guard and double team the lead player? I don't think you can do it. They're going to have to change their strategy a bit. I personally, I said that the Brazil team might not reach 40, but it looks like they will. I sure hope they do with 8 minutes left. Let me see if I'm live again, if I'm all the way live. Yeah, it looks like I am. 92-35, 8 minutes left in the fourth. What time is it in regular life? Feels like the Twilight Zone. 4:40? Seattle Sports said Katie Lou has a torn ACL. Yeah, exactly. That's normally how it's reported. If you have a torn or ruptured ACL, it is reported like that. It's not reported as ACL injury. So, I don't know. Okay, I'm ending this poll. We get it. We're over it. You bet one. You bet. Did I do it right? The Fever didn't have a problem scoring last year. Their problem was defense, yeah. And it's actually impossible to tell if their defense is even any good in this particular game because they were watching the same thing. Yeah, Damian Lillard, partial tear. Yeah, it's normally reported as some sort of like what the diagnosis actually is, not just blank injury. That's why Caitlin's injury or whatever precaution thing, like they haven't named it. So who knows what it is? We don't know if it's knee, we don't know if it's ankle, we don't know if it's calf, we don't know if it's hamstring, we don't literally have no clue. Just low, it's not even lower leg, it's leg something. And even when Holly Rowe reported when she was like on the bike, when she came out the game and was evaluated, and then she was on the bike to make sure her leg stays loose. Like that was that was the report. So okay. She said it was just tight. I mean, but what? Her hamstring, her quad, and really, who cares? If it's not a big deal, who cares? It's just funny the way it was reported. Tightness in the left leg. Okay, well. Actually, though, after seeing how physical the game was yesterday, I don't mind that she didn't play. Yes. It was a lot of physicality. I'm just sad that I didn't get to see her play. So her quad, maybe? Anyway, I think she'll be all good. Ryan's asking, what's your favorite color? My favorite color is gold. I got to see her, though. Yeah, I did get to see her. I got to see her pacing around in her sweatpants, hyping up the crowd, talking to coach, chirping at the refs. Yeah. Anyway, this game is, I can't even lie, it's like a little bit boring. There's some good moments, but it's not like we're on the edge of our seat trying to see who's going to win. It's kind of like an Indiana Fever offensive show. Let's see what Twitter's saying. Yeah, everyone's now tweeting the logo 3. Clark reports that Caitlin Clark 35-footer. Are you kidding me? Record breaker deja vu. Underdog said from beyond her own logo. Do you think that she was practicing those earlier? Like not practicing, but getting up shots from like her logo? Because she had to do that today, right? When is she going to play? Unless they're going to make this like an annual thing. When is she going to play in Iowa again? Unless they make this an every year thing. Now people are showing the score from when the Chicago Sky played Brazil and they won the game 89-62. So obviously it's a little bit different than this Indiana Fever team playing against them. And I know a lot of people think the Sky have gotten better this year. I'm not so sure that they've gotten worse than last year, but I think a lot of teams have gotten better. I personally have the Chicago Sky on the cusp of making playoffs. I am not sure if they will. I think they're like on the cusp, but I don't really see them being like a playoff team. Oh, so somebody tweeted the odds to win the 2025 WNBA title, which I think this was on the broadcast. But the Liberty, weird. The Liberty are at plus 230. The Aces and Fever are both at plus 350. Those are the shortest odds to win. Why are the Aces above the Lynx? Does somebody understand that? Do you guys think the Aces are better than the Lynx? Okay, Indiana hit 100. Pass the ball up the court. What are we doing? Okay. This is starting to be ugly basketball. I cannot even lie to you guys. Which is kind of similar to yesterday. Like during overtime, it got really ugly. It was a lot of bricks and a lot of really bad basketball, which is what this looks like right now. Not even going to sugarcoat it. Are the starters done? I think the starters are probably done. Right? 6 minutes left in the fourth. Indiana 100, Brazil 37. Most improved team besides the Fever or the Sparks. I think the Sparks are going to be good. Nobody has faith in the Sparks. The Lynx are better. Yeah. Right? Okay. So I'm not crazy here. You guys also think that the Lynx are better. We're going to do another poll. Okay. Wait. Start a poll. Who's going to be better? The most, whatever. Okay. Aces or Lynx? Start poll. Yeah, I don't think the Sky are going to be very good. I don't think the Aces are going. I think the Aces will be a playoff team, but I don't necessarily have them in a contender category. And the internet will probably hate me for saying that. Ooh, 90% of you guys are saying the Lynx. So we're on the same page. Well, ESPN has the Aces with the same odds to win a championship this season as the Fever, which I think is insane. There's no way. Yeah, I have the Lynx in my power rankings. My brain is short circuiting. I have the Lynx as number 1. I have them. What is Cailtin doing? I have them as number 1. And Stephanie White is pissed. Maybe does she always have this face? Because she always looks upset. And she looked that way all of yesterday. But also, this is horrible basketball, so I get it. But I have the Lynx 1. I have the Fever 2, and I have the Liberty 3. And people were saying I was crazy for having the Liberty 3, but I think it's harder for the Liberty because they have a target on their back. And I think they did get better in the sense of like Marine Johannes. I've heard it said differently in France and here. But anyway, adding her, I think she's really special and really good, but I think they have a target on their back, and it's just harder to repeat if you just did that last year. And I don't see them being like exponentially better. I see them being the same, but there are other teams who have gotten better. And I think the Lynx have something to prove, and they have a chip on their shoulder. And the Fever are good. Like they just put together a really good team, and seeing what they did last year with not a good team and not a great coach, it's like, okay, sky's the limit when they have what they have now. Okay, I'm ending this poll. I'm glad that you guys agree with me about the Lynx. Thank you. I am not crazy. Can't go with ESPN. They also had the Lakers as the 4th favorite to win the NBA title. Oh my gosh. I called that too, and also everyone on the internet hated me because I don't necessarily like the style of play for the Lakers or the Clippers, and I didn't care to see them go any further in the playoffs. And I tweeted that everybody thought I was overreacting because it was only after game 1. And then look what happened. Both the LA teams are out of here. By the way, did you guys see Russell Westbrook's dunk last night where he got a tech? I kind of loved that so much. Yeah, LA is really mad at me. The whole city of LA is mad at me. And don't worry, when it gets closer in the Eastern Conference Finals, I think the entire city of Boston will hate me too. It happens every year. So... Hi, everyone who is just joining. Okay, 104-40. So the Brazil team, they exceeded my expectation. I said they weren't going to score 40, and look at them. Look at them go. But this is just really bad basketball. Really, really bad. But it is, if I could do the math, is that a 64-point lead? I will give it to the Brazil team, though, because have you guys noticed every time somebody gets fouled or falls to the ground, they always run over and help them up? And I'm talking about the Fever players. They always run over and help them up, which I think is really sweet. I also noticed yesterday that I do not notice when I go to NBA games, and obviously I've been to like a million more NBA games than WNBA games, but a lot of people paint their faces for the Fever games, like fully painted, and they just showed somebody on here. That's why it made me think of it, but like just covered. Yeah. You said I'm drinking the wrong LaCroix. Key lime is the best. So I'm on LaCroix's PR list, and they send me new LaCroix like every month. So my fridge is always stocked. So I'm always just drinking whichever one they sent me. And they sent me strawberry peach. They have a new flavor too. Like sunflower or something. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't taste like a sunflower, but it's cute. The can has little sunflowers all over it. I don't discriminate with sparkling water. I will drink any sparkling water. I do not want some Skittles and a Monster. No. I do not want to have a heart attack today. Sophie's eating Starburst on the bench. Yeah. Well, guys, we have a few more minutes of the game. I'll stay on until the end of the game, but I don't really have any hot takes for this game because if they didn't win by at least 40, I think I'd be disappointed. And this is no shade to the Brazilian team. I know that they're super young, and kudos to them for coming out and playing in like probably the toughest arena in the United States. But yeah, that was tough. Time to turn on the Cavs game. What time is that? NBA games, especially game 1 of series, I don't really turn it on till like the second half of the third quarter because it really doesn't matter. But let's see. What time is the Cavs game? 5 p.m., 4 minutes. Let's get it over with, Fever. Come on. I'm definitely not staying live for that, though. I'm exhausted, and I also need to go to the gym. Thank you for watching from New Zealand. Honestly, thank you guys so much, everybody, for tuning in, whether you're in the States or not. I really appreciate it. We hit also, let me check this really quick so I don't misspeak, but yes, we hit 345,000 subscribers today. Woo! Appreciate all of you guys. When I started Courtside Club back up when I was with ESPN for season 1, when I took it back on my own, which was a little over a year ago or like a year and a half ago at this point, we had, I think, like 260,000 subscribers. And since then, we've grown like nearly almost 100,000 subscribers, which is really, really cool. So I appreciate you guys so much for that. That's like really awesome. We're on our way to 500K. 150,000 more to go. But no, you guys have been amazing for sure. It's really cool community that we built, and also there were people even at the Indiana Fever game yesterday who were coming up and say that they watch the show and they like my takes and stuff, and like that's just, I don't know. It's really cool. So thank you guys. Celebrate with my music video. Oh yeah, I never showed you guys that photo, which I haven't found it. I think one of you guys said, one of you said you were going to send me the photo. I don't see it in my Twitter mentions though. I don't know, but I have a lot of them. So, and a lot of people are mad at me from like what I was tweeting yesterday. I was just tweeting my observations from the game and people got mad at me. Yeah, this game. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes, guys. We can do it. It's really rough basketball. It's tough to watch. Let me see. Oh my gosh. I don't even know if I can show you guys these. This is so funny. Those boots are crazy. What were these outfits? I found it. I don't know. I might have to like show you at the next live stream because these outfits were insane. Like, they were like music video outfits. What were we doing? I mean, it was like totally a fun concept, but I couldn't believe that they made the music video, released the music video, and then took it down. I don't know what happened. Yeah, these were the big, I'll show you guys really quick. Those were like the big boots. They had like a whole black fit, sparkly, spiked shoulder pads. Ridiculous. But anyway, all the girls from the Sparks also were like in costumes, music video costumes. But yeah, I'm going to get off after this game, but you guys let me know. Please let me know what other games or what other live streams that you want me to do, because I definitely plan on doing more lives this year in the summer. And I'm hopefully going to get better with my streaming service, all the things. So, yes, this is like really hard to watch. I can't even lie. I just like good basketball, and this is not good basketball. Not good basketball. 42 seconds. Got this. $64-point game and fans aren't leaving. But yesterday it was an overtime, very close game, and fans were leaving. Make it make sense. Oh, they're all waiting to try to get autographs. That's cute. All these little kids. It looks so ominous. Which is also a joke because they said there was that one reporter who wrote an article and said going to an Indiana Fever game had an ominous, what the word? Yeah, ominous feeling. Like it's dark and ominous and dangerous. Like, come on. There's a bunch of children with jerseys. And no, but their faces are painted red, yellow, and blue. Some of them even have Iowa stickers on their face. 108-44. That was fun. For the most part, it was fun. Really bad basketball the last few minutes of the game, but otherwise, okay. everyone who was saying stuff to me on Twitter needs to, I'm on all of you. Look at what they're doing right now. They're doing a little handshake line. They're shaking hands with the other team. They did not do that yesterday at all. Not saying they do it every single game. They're literally in a line right now, shaking the other team's hand. And everyone was coming at me saying, they don't do that in the WNBA. You're spreading hate. They're saying I was spreading hate. Come on. Come on. Really? I just told you guys that I had witnessed that they didn't do, not even saying that they needed to do a handshake line after pro sports in the men's game, in the women's game, in the whatever. They normally just like do something, even if it's not all the players. Some of the players go and like dap up one another, give hug, talk for a second, whatever, and then go their separate ways. What I saw was the two coaching staffs went like this, and they shook their hands, and then both teams huddled. And then there was like 3 players from the Mystics who were looking over at the Indiana Fever, and there was a handful of Indiana Fever teams looking back at the Mystics, and then the rest of the Mystics player just went to the bench. So these few players in the front who were like looking like they were about to go shake hands or high five or do whatever, they kind of followed the rest of their team. And then there were a few players on the Indiana Fever team who were like literally waving. I saw this with my own eyes, you guys. They were waving and looking confused. That's why I tweeted, I said, I don't know what's going on, because it seemed like there were certain players on the floor, and mostly Fever players, who wanted to, I don't know if it was do a handshake line. I don't know if it was they wanted to fraternize with the other team in some capacity. And people were at my neck saying they don't do that in pro sports. You don't know what you're talking about. Like, I watch a lot of pro sports. I see these guys all the time go up to one another after the game. You're joking, right? Jersey swaps, hugs, dap up, talking with their jerseys like this, talking to one another. They do it all the freaking time. They don't, sometimes, yeah, people just storm off the court. Okay. Anyway, I needed to get that off my chest because it's like, what are you guys talking? First of all, anyway, that's what happened yesterday, okay? I'm not trying to, I don't care. Don't shake each other's hands if you don't want to. I just thought that was something that you do. I'm not spreading hate by telling you what I observed with my own eyes, because I was sitting there courtside, so I saw it. And I saw the coaches do their thing. And then you want to tell me pro sports doesn't do it? They did a whole freaking college handshake line right here after this game. Oh, well, they just do it for the Brazilian team. Like, I don't think so. You guys aren't going to gaslight me on that one, okay? I'm done. All right, I'm done. I just had to say that. So, because I was like, why is this tweet blowing up? It should not be blowing up. I was just making an observation. Also, I think Lucy Olson said something about it too. She's like, oh, I guess we don't shake hands in the WNBA, haha. Because she was one of the ones on the Mystics team who was like ready to go to do the handshake line. I'm done. I'm done. Anyway, you guys have been amazing. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in all around the world. You're incredible. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. I will have lots of new videos this week. I plan to go live more. I'm not sure when, but if you guys have suggestions for that, always comment them. Do all the things. We'll be back soon. You guys have been really fun. Thank you so much. And that's it. Have a good evening. Have a good rest of your Sunday. See you guys next time. Ooh, and ah.